All right, what is going on, guys? Mr. Truth back with another video, and today is a very big day in the United States. Today, Trump is going to sign an executive order to finally close the Department of Education, though it also does need to pass through Congress before it's finally able to be put in action. Now, I just wanted to come on here and discuss what this means for the American citizens, for the American students, and what this means for the future. Now, before we really start getting into this discussion and talking about the important topics, I just wanted to discuss where is this money going? So this money isn't just going to disappear just because the Department of Education is no longer available. Simply put, the money that would normally go to the Department of Education is just going to go back to the respective states. In case you were worried, the money is not just going to simply disappear. It's not just going to go somewhere. Schools aren't going to lose their funding. The funding is simply going to go back to the respective states where the schools are located. Now, even if you're somebody who doesn't like Trump, one thing you have to agree on is Trump is someone who has delivered on all of his promises. He had promised that he would follow through on the Department of Education, and just like he promised, he has done it. The one thing I do wish is he would give a little bit more insight onto how exactly this is going to work and how it's going to happen. But before we get further into discussion, let's actually just watch a video on what is going to happen today.
What is this all about? Well, if you ask the White House, they will tell you national test scores reveal what they call a crisis and that, quote, our children are falling behind. They also add this language saying millions of illegal minors coming into the country are straining school resources and diverting focus from American students. And they also say, coupled with the rise of anti-American critical race theory and diversity, equity, and inclusion indoctrination, harms our most vulnerable, close quote. So
pretty much what Trump and the White House are saying is the fact that the United States students have fallen behind other countries in terms of intelligence, in terms of test scores, in terms of reading levels, and the dismantling of the Department of Education is the White House's attempt to remedy the situation by, instead of giving all this money to the Department of Education, they instead give it back to the states, so the individual states are able to pretty much decide how their education state will work state to state. Now, the only part of this statement that I don't like is the fact about illegal minors. I think that any student, any kid should have the same opportunity as any other kid to learn. Even if you're somebody who doesn't like Trump, you have to admit that the Department of Education has made little to no improvements in many years, and Trump is simply following through with the promise he said he would do. It seems to me that the people who are upset about this are either people who simply just don't like Trump for no reason and literally will just hate on him for literally anything he does, or it's people who are scared about their children and their children's education and where that money is going to be going, which are the people that I completely understand, and that's why I decided to make this video. But the people who just hate on Trump for no reason, too bad, you're mad, stay mad. I mean, I don't know what to say to you guys, like, just stay mad. With a simple Google search, you can find out that we spend almost $300 billion on the Department of Education every single year, and even though we do all of that, we still see little to no improvements in the education of the average American student every year. So just with that fact alone, you need to realize that something must change in this country, and that's the main reason I think something like this was brought up. Now, if you guys will just go and take a look at the simple chart that I provided that's up on the screen right now, you'll see that the United States ranks in the bottom half of the world in terms of education, and that combined with the fact that we continue to spend so much money every year towards the Department of Education simply shows that we need some sort of change in this country or nothing is going to change at all. Now, to further prove my point that we need some sort of change in the American education system, I'm going to show some videos, and I just want you guys to watch these videos and I just want you guys to see the average intelligence of an American student.
How many days make up a year?
How many days make up a year? 100.
100?
Wait, is it 100? 50.
What'd you say?
50.
What is the smallest four-digit number?
Small 4-digit number?
Smallest four-digit number.
4?
What?
Wait. What is that?
Smallest four-digit number. What is the smallest four-digit number?
4? Wait, what? 0.
What continent are we living on right now?
What continent? Continent? Wait, what is
Washington.
that? Washington.
What country is Hawaii in?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Hawaii, right? Yeah, Hawaii.
What is 9 times 9?
72. 72.
How many planets are there on the solar system?
Plants?
Planets.
30. 50.
If you guys were to drive 60 miles an hour for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
30 miles an hour.
I mean, to be completely honest with you guys, I have absolutely no idea how to even respond to that video. And you guys don't know how many videos I've seen just like this of people quizzing people in America, American students, just a young American people, and they just have absolutely no clue how to answer extremely simple questions, extremely basic questions. 9 times 9, like it's 81. Like people don't even know how to answer that. Like it's crazy. Like I wouldn't be so shocked if these people were like young kids, maybe like 10, 11, 12, but these guys are 18, 19, 20. These guys are adults. These are people who can legally vote and they don't know what 9 times 9 is. Like, this is pretty bad. Like, honestly, I don't expect the average American to know every single president by heart or something like that. Like, hell, I don't even know every American president by heart, but I expect the average American to know what 9 times 9 is, or what the smallest 4-digit number is. Now, in case you guys were thinking, oh, that's just a fluke, let me show you one more video just like that one.
You know what 15% of 100 is? Around what it is, if you had to guess.
Probably like 75. I don't know.
Yes. Nice. Do you know what 77 plus 23 is?
You know, can't do simple math, my guy. That's the one thing that I'm gonna fail on.
Take a guess, like your best guess. Like around how much is that?
Around 115-ish? 7? 105?
Give me one final guess.
I just don't want to take too long to think about it. 105.
Yes. Do you know what the 4 directions on a compass are?
No, sir.
If you had to guess.
Left, right, up, down.
Yeah. Do you know what year it was 22 years ago?
22 years ago.
Yeah, around what year was it?
I don't know, bro.
Give me your best guess. Around what year?
22 years ago. God damn, bro.
Yeah. Gotta do some mental math real quick.
I'm trying. Honestly, bro, I don't even know.
Give me a guess. Give me a guess.
I'm 22.
Around what year?
I don't know. Was it like the 19 something? I don't know.
19 what?
In the 90s, maybe?
Yes. Nice.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to say here, and I don't think I even have to say anything here. If this is not proof that we need to, like, work on the American education system, I do not know what is. I mean, this guy literally said the 4 directions on a compass are left, right, down, and up. Like, are you serious, dude? The really sad part about this whole thing is that there's people who are going to watch this video and watch those videos that I just showed of those people not being able to answer those super simple questions, and they are still going to think we do not need to do anything about the Department of Education simply because of the fact that they don't like Trump or they just don't want change. Now, to just really get into my final thoughts on this entire thing, I really don't think, like I said, this bill is going to pass Congress. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but in general, I think we need some sort of big change in the Department of Education and just schools in general and education for the new students in America. Now, to be fair, I think this is a pretty radical change, and me personally, I would be fine with the fact, I would be fine if they just made the Department of Education a lot smaller instead of completely closing it down, which I actually think is what they are planning on doing, not completely closing it down, which I don't think would be very smart. And I'm not exactly against the idea of bringing a lot of money back into states and a lot of money back into communities so that schools and parents can decide themselves what they want to do with their kids. Obviously, this is a very touchy subject with many people, but I think Trump is doing the right thing. Maybe it's a bit radical, but I think this idea in general of reforming the school system is quite smart, and it's something that needs to be done. Overall, I just think that Trump is delivering on his promises. Everything that he's really promised to do, he's actually going through with it and doing it, even though the result might not be exactly the result you're looking for. If you have to admit one thing about Trump, it's the fact that he does keep his promises, and if he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. We just have to wait and see if this is going to pass or if it's not. But regardless of whatever result we get, it's definitely true that we need some sort of reformation in the school system, and I really hope in the coming years that can happen. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing, consider dropping a like, check out another video, and Mr. Truth out.